Well, first, I'd like to thank everybody that just gave me an opportunity to speak. I was kind of surprised when I showed up today and there was an actual opportunity I couldn't speak, so thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'd like to thank God. God works in mysterious ways, and I've been trying to get in front of you all for a while. I sure didn't want to do in these conditions, so when God gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade, so here's some lemonade. First, I'd also like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every voter out there that decided to vote for me in the primary. I didn't have an opponent, but I got over 37,000 votes, and that means a lot to me, because you guys didn't have to do that. That shows support, it shows awareness, and I'm grateful for that. To the Central Committee, despite what I just heard and how it hurts me, the truth is there's 133 of you. So for all the Republicans out there, don't be scared. You got help. There's other people besides the voices you just heard. But more importantly, I want to thank you guys because when you endorsed me 2 months ago, you opened the door for me with a lot of opportunities. I gained a lot of awareness, I had opportunities to speak, and I gained experience. I'm a human, I make mistakes. I'm kind of surprised I sit up here and I hear all these things about we can have opinions and it's all about beliefs. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought the belief we had was freedom of speech. So I'm here to ask you to reconsider your decision to rescind my endorsement, which I understand the concerns regarding the Democratic dispatch. But what you don't know is it was never my intentions to make it public. Nor was it my intentions to be a detriment to our party. My problem is I say what I think, I just try to be honest. I believe that's what's important. And an endorsement, in essence, signifies faith in an individual's ability to do a particular job. I asked for an endorsement to be the next Franklin County Prosecutor, not your chairman, not your spokesman. I just want to be a Franklin County Prosecutor. I don't like politics, and that's why I picked this position, because guess what? It's a moral position. It's something that it shouldn't matter what party you're on, but this is the field we live in. So when I hear people say beliefs, it makes me wonder what party I chose. Because I chose the Republican Party because I thought our beliefs were pro-life, pro-guns, pro-border, and pro-law and order. And that's why I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here for the law and order. So I appeal to your senses of fairness, and commitment, to the ideas that actually bind us together. And it's not suppression of opinions, especially ones not intended to be disclosed. Quite frankly, you should be more disappointed with the fact that you even heard about it today. Somebody took a molehill and turned it into a mountain. I was shocked to find out how many people I spoke to today that didn't even know why I was here, or even met me. And so I'm very sorry that you guys don't actually get to review my emails. I sent an email on Friday. Do you know how I learned about this? The dispatch. Nobody even gave me the courtesy of saying, hey, by the way, we're really going to go forward with this, and we're going to give you a chance to speak. I actually heard from the dispatch. Actually, it is true. And you, Jordan, did you email me? Okay, I don't lie. So, let me ask you this. While you sit before me today, honestly, what do you gain? Have you guys asked any questions about this? What do you gain? What does your county look like? What does your ward look like? What does your neighborhood look like? What do your streets look like if I'm not elected? Is it going to be safer? Is it going to be better? In the last 4 years, crime is at an all-time high. We're creating a new generation of criminals. Juveniles that shouldn't be going to prison are going to prison. There's brain drain in the office. Ladies and gentlemen, this can all change with a vote. That's the most amazing thing about this today, is it doesn't take 50 seats. It doesn't take 5 seats. It takes 1. So instead of bringing me up, I'm being brought down. When I entered this race, I thought my biggest opponent was going to be the Democrats, not my own people.
What about Trump?
Trump, which part, sir? But I'll give you time to ask questions, but I appreciate that, and I'll tell you where it's coming from. What I meant by Trojan horse, since that's an issue, I appreciate the question because that seems to bother a lot of people, is very simple. The Democrats want him in there, and this was in the article, by the way, because they turned everybody emotional and not intellectual. So people don't look at the policies, because how else do you get Biden elected? The guy's brain dead. You did not run a country like this from this fast unless it's done from the inside. So I appreciate your question, but do I support Trump? Absolutely. Am I going to vote for Trump? Absolutely. But I'm not a Trump supporter, I'm a Republican supporter. And I support the fact that he's our nominee, and he's the best choice for it. But I tell you this, I cross party lines. But obviously Trump's a clear choice. So if that bothers you, I appreciate the question. And if anybody else wants to throw something out there, please do.
What about January 6th to 5th?
What's that, sir? Well, I've been at 10 minutes.
Yeah, let me please go. Now, I talked about these bad trends. Sorry, thank you. I talked about these bad trends before I got the question. And I'd like to ask you guys to turn it off.
Turn it off. Turn it on. All right. Be calm, everybody. We'll get through this, right, Mr. Rutan?
Yeah, thank you. I prepared for 10 minutes, honestly.
You're going to get 10 minutes.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
No problem.
So all these bad trends I just alluded to, the ones that actually mattered, did these trends change with an environmental lawyer who's an opportunist? Or do they change with a criminal justice expert who has the right head, heart, and mind? Obviously, my heart's bigger than my head, or I would have never made those mistakes. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, you never heard me before today. It's because this isn't my realm. My realm is the justice system. My realm is law and order. My realm is people. And I must be mistaken because I thought the party serves the people don't serve the party. And this is a big deal. Because what do you lose? Well, you lose a tremendous opportunity to change the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to offer you money. I wish I did, because I probably wouldn't have any problems. But what I have to offer you is something better, and it's called results. And what happens when I get in there is these trends change. And what does that do for you all? Well, people don't say John Rutan did it. They said the Republican Party did it. So what happens next? Now all of a sudden, integrity is reinstilled in the party, and people realize, you know what? The Republicans are the party of law and order. Let's start getting more candidates in there. Let's get more judges. Ladies and gentlemen, do you realize, the excuse I hear for this is, I made it personal, and I'm gonna hurt other candidates. I met our other candidates, and I'll tell you, they're strong people. And if you think my opinion is gonna hurt them, then you elected the wrong candidates. Because they're stronger than that, and I am just a piece of sand on the beach. And then I hear, I made it personal. It is personal. You're electing me. You're electing Shayla's unfavored. Think about Shayla that's unfavored. Think about her party. They don't like her because of her experience. Now, you don't like me over an opinion? Does that send the right message? There's diversity. There's problems in the Democratic Party. Now, I'll end on this, and thank you for not cutting me out. I really appreciate it. But there's two ways to live life. Everything's a miracle or nothing's a miracle. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a miracle that I'm before you. I'm blessed. We have an opportunity to not just win the election, but change things. I'm a criminal justice expert, and it takes good judgment to do what I do. It's not just about being friendly or raising money. You need to know the difference between punishing a person and protecting the person from the public. You need to understand the difference between repeat and repent. And you have to understand the difference between punishing and crushing to prevent a new generation of criminals being created. And you don't learn this in law school. You don't learn this being on a committee. And you don't learn it by being a prosecutor. You learn it by working with them, like I have the past 13 years running my law firm. And I'm not just working with them, I care for them. And in my 2 minutes, and I care for them. And one thing that I've learned is 90% of my clients have three things in common. Lack of faith, lack of family, or lack of job. You fix that, you fix somebody's life. And that's why I'm here. Because instead of helping a few, I can help the many. So I just ask you to think about what good comes from this. What bad comes from this? I see more bad than good. The good news is this. I got to meet you all. And I'm a candidate. I'm not a candidate to raise money, but I'm a candidate for results. And that's what we need. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I like what you had to say. I like the fact that nobody cut them off.
Thank
I
you.
agree with you. You know, there's a lot to be had by having a prosecutor that understands.